Hi guys, so the other day I was looking through my YouTube comments replying back to you guys, and I was so touched and honoured in reading some of the comments and seeing how open and honest you guys have been with sharing your any financial mistakes such as credit card debts or student loans or car loans that you had got yourself into, and the things that you were doing to get yourself out of this debt. Things, intimate things like sharing your savings and what you're working towards achieving. And it made me really think, if we all want to inspire and motivate other people, we really should be leading by example. And it made me realize it's about time that I shared with you guys what I do personally with my money and with my finances, and what I'm doing to achieve my own financial goals. So for this video, I'm sharing with you 7 questions inside my own personal finances. Question 1, what do I do with my money? So my number 1 priority is paying off my mortgage. I absolutely hate having a mortgage. It was a personal lifestyle choice to buy a home, and I definitely don't regret it. But I know it is so important and also financially beneficial for me to not have a mortgage. So the quicker I pay off the home loan, the better, and the less money I'm going to waste on interest. However, at the same time, I'm also really passionate about investing. I love buying shares. I get so excited, and every time I buy shares, I know that I'm moving in the right step. I'm moving closer and closer towards becoming more financially free and more financially secure. So what I do personally is when I've paid off a certain amount of my home loan, I then basically have a separate investment loan, which I then draw down and then go and buy more shares. Now, this strategy is actually called debt recycling, and I've done a video for you guys, so I will put a link in the description box below. But this type of strategy is not for everyone, and just because what I'm saying I do with my own personal finances in this video does not mean that you necessarily should go and do exactly the same. I'm a high growth investor. I'm very comfortable with borrowing to invest. My financial goals are all long-term focused of at least 10 years plus, and I'm very, very comfortable with market volatility. But essentially, debt recycling is what I do in my own personal management of my cash flow. Question 2, do I have a credit card, and if so, how many? Yes, I definitely have a credit card, but I only have one. And I use that credit card because it has a fantastic frequent flyer program where I earn a lot of points, and I can then use those points for free flights for me and Rocco, or for upgrades even. So I really do actually value it. But I only have one, and it's really good because I can actually control and check up exactly how much is owing on that one credit card at any time. It's really easy. However, in the past, I have had a second credit card. I had a major department store card, and I got rid of it because 1, I never really used it, and 2, I thought it was a bit of a waste of it and a bit of a distraction. I only really bought it because it gave amazing discounts on designer shoes when in sales. It gave you an extra 20% off, something ridiculous like that. But as I said, I didn't really use it, and it was distraction and also created temptation, which I don't need in my life. Question 3, what is one of my biggest financial goals? Well, it would have to be paying off the home loan. I think about my mortgage repayment and think, wow, I could do so many cool things and nice things with that monthly mortgage repayment. It is probably one of my biggest motivations to becoming financially free, and I'm working as hard as possible to pay off my home. Question 4, what is one of the biggest financial mistakes I've ever made? Well, I would have been about 20 or 21, and I had a managed fund of international based shares. Now, it was during the GFC, and I decided to panic and sell it down, which is actually the worst thing you could possibly do with an investment portfolio like that. With high growth investments such as international shares, domestic shares, even property, they're very, very volatile investments, and they have a big reaction to political, economic, sort of big world events. And so when I did that, I crystallized a big loss on that portfolio. Now, I did use that money to invest somewhere else, so that was okay, but selling in a panic situation is the worst possible thing you can do, and I can proudly say I've never done that since. So when I buy high growth investments, I know that I'm going to hold on to these for the long run, at least 10 years, if not longer. And no matter what happens in the market, I will not sell. And if anything, this sometimes actually produces a great buying opportunity. Question 5, what is the hardest financial goal that I've ever achieved? Easily the first home that I bought. I saved for probably at least 6 years. And every Thursday night I would jump online and see what new apartments were for sale. And then every Saturday I would go and look at all these different apartments. Sometimes I'd even drag my poor dad along with me. And I used to come home so deflated and depressed and think, how am I ever going to be able to afford to buy an apartment? It was so expensive and getting increasingly more expensive every day. However, even though I got sort of quite down about it, I still stuck to my strategy. I still focused on saving up as big a deposit as possible. And it ended up working out perfectly. I eventually bought my first home and it was the most incredible feeling ever. I was so proud and I felt such a great feeling of satisfaction and achievement. All that hard work was definitely worth it. Question 6. Why am I personally so passionate about financial security? Well, as I've shared with you guys, sometimes I'm an incredibly anxious person. I can get quite easily overwhelmed and quite stressed. And money is actually one area in our lives where we can actually get a lot of control and create a much more positive and beneficial outcome if we want to. And often it's just the smallest, littlest things that make the biggest impact. For me, when I'm in control of my money, I know how much money I owe, I know what I'm doing to get out of that debt, I know where I'm investing, I know what passive income I'm building, I've got defined, concrete financial goals that I'm working towards. I feel a lot happier, I feel a lot more in control, I feel like I'm actually working towards something that's of purpose. And all those things contribute with other things to my overall sense of happiness and self-worth. And the final question, how do I like to spend my money? And that is easy. I love spending my money on family and friends, the people that I love. I love taking my friends out to dinner. I love being able to buy my friends presents that they know they'll really love and appreciate. I love being able to pay for things, that experiences, particularly with other people, they're going to be amazing quality bonding experiences. And of course, I love being able to help other people. If you liked hearing about my personal finances and really would like to talk to me personally and privately, don't forget you can book in for an online Skype consultation or even pop in and see me in my Darlinghurst office in Sydney. It is so easy. You just head to the Sugar Mama website, go to the consultation page, and you can book an appointment with me. You can even select the day and the time. I then get an email and I'll be in contact with you shortly after to lock in that particular date and time. You then have up to 60 minutes to pick my brain, ask me questions, ask for feedback, ask for guidance, and it is completely private and you have my absolute dedicated time and attention. And of course, these consultations are available to anyone around the world. Anyway, talking of the office, I better get to work. I hope that you're having a great week, and don't forget to watch Lifestyle Love this week because it's a capsule wardrobe video where Rocco and I filmed it straight from one of our beautiful villas in Bali. So I will see you on Thursday night. Ciao for now.